If I would be given a chance to rewrite the dictionary, I would flip through the pages so quick and would replace India with the land where beauty is redefined in itself. Kindness has been touched, warmth has been spread, and emotions have been felt. Mangit Nuhu Khan. Chief guest of this morning, Honorable President of the School Management Committee, Mr. R. Ranjit Kumar, highly respected directors in charge of Indian School LC from the Board of Directors, Dr. C.M. Najib and Mr. Gajesh Kumar Dhariwal, esteemed members of the School Management Committee, parents, Principal Dr. Lena Francis, teachers, non-teaching staff, my dear friends and participants. Happy morning to all.
Republic Day is celebrated every year in India on January 26 since 1950 to honor the day on which the Constitution of India came into effect. India will be celebrating its 73rd Republic Day this year. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is an initiative of the Government of India to celebrate and commemorate 75 years of progressive India and the glorious history of its people, culture, and achievements. The official journey of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav commenced on 12th March 2021, starting its 75 weeks countdown to our 75th anniversary of independence. Various activities were initiated in the run-up to Republic Day celebrations 2022 to commemorate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. The essential component of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is to connect the youth to our rich cultural heritage. The aim of these activities is to select the best talent across the country and provide them an opportunity to be a part of Republic Day celebrations 2022.
This year, amid rising cases of COVID-19, only 5,000 to 8,000 people will be allowed to attend the Republic Day parade as a part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, commemorating 75 years of India's independence. The grandest flypast ever, with 75 aircraft, including the planes from IAF, Army and Navy, will take place over in Rajpath in Delhi. 17 Jaguar fighter jets will fly in the shape of 75 to celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Navy's MiG-29K and P-8I surveillance aircraft will also fly in the Varuna formation. In an open gallery at Rajpath, the National Gallery of Modern Art will showcase gigantic scrolls, each over 750 meters long, painted by over 500 artists from across India.
And today, it is a proud moment for us too, as we celebrate our 73rd Republic Day virtually here in Indian School LC. At the outset, we are immeasurably grateful to the graciousness of His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq Al Said and the invariable support of his government for the peaceful residents of the Indian community in Oman. I cordially invite Soumya Perida of 11B, the assistant head girl of Indian School LC, to welcome all on this occasion.
Chief guest of this occasion, esteemed President, School Management Committee, Mr. R. Ranjit Kumar, highly respected directors in charge of Indian School LC from the Board of Directors, Dr. C.M. Najib and Mr. Gajesh Kumar Dhariwal, venerated members of the School Management Committee, beloved parents, highly respected Principal Dr. Lena Francis, teaching and non-teaching staff members, and my dear friends and participants. It is indeed a beautiful morning, all soaked in the delighted frame of mind. Republic Day is celebrated on January 26 every year to remember the day when the Constitution of India came into effect after India gained independence after a very long freedom struggle. A salute of 21 guns and the unfurling of the Indian national flag by Dr. Rajendra Prasad heralded the historic birth of the Indian Republic on that day. Commemorating our 73rd Republic Day, I deem it as my proud privilege to welcome the chief guest of the day, Mr. R. Ranjit Kumar, President, School Management Committee, who has been instrumental in leading the school on the path of progress, providing all the adequate means and support. Mr. R. Ranjit Kumar has attained his bachelor's degree in commerce from St. Xavier's College, Tirunelveli, as a university topper with 90%. He has done Cost Engineering Certified course from AACE Oman chapter. He's an expert in system analysis and implementation of ERP systems. He has an ardor for sports and he is a staunch fitness trainer. He's currently working as the finance manager at Special Technical Services, LLC Muscat, Oman. It is indeed an honor to have you amidst us. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
I'm greatly honored to welcome the highly respected directors in charge of Indian School Seeb from the Board of Directors, Dr. C.M. Najib and Mr. Gajesh Kumar Dharwal. Welcome, sirs. I would like to welcome all the worthy members of the School Management Committee who have rendered their valuable service and expertise in the ever-growing progress and development of the school. I proudly welcome all of you to this function. I extend a warm welcome to all our dear parents. I respectfully welcome our visionary principal, Dr. Lena Francis. In the midst of these difficulties and crises, her vision and able leadership always encourages us to reach new heights and to make the impossible possible. Welcome, ma'am. I am indeed happy to welcome all teaching and non-teaching staff members. I welcome all my fellow students and also the participants who are about to put up a colorful extravaganza. Welcome all. Dear spectators, India is the cradle of the human race, the birthplace of human speech, the mother of history, the grandmother of legend, and the great-grandmother of tradition. Our most valuable materials and most instructive materials in the history of man are treasured up in India only. Mark Twain. Let us be proud of our culture and tradition. Thank you and welcome all.
Thank you, Soumya. Well, here you are. Let's sink into the depth of a patriotic song by the students of primary section that binds us all into the frenzy of emotions. Let's join in with our choir to feel the rhythm.
इसकी सजाएंगे फूलों सा
That was a stunning performance. I would like to call upon our revered President, SMC, Mr. R. Ranjit Kumar, to convey the speech delivered by the Honorable President of India, Sri Ramnath Kovind, on this great occasion.
Good morning, everyone. Wish you a very happy Republic Day. I'm really honored to deliver this speech of our Honorable President. I will start with the speech now. Dear fellow citizens, Namaskar. My heartiest greetings to all of you in India and abroad on the eve of the 73rd Republic Day. It is an occasion to celebrate what is common to us all, our Indianness. It was on this day in 1950 that the sacred essence of us all assumed a formal shape. That day, India was established as the largest democratic republic, and we, the people, put into effect the constitution that is an inspired document of our collective vision. The diversity and vibrancy of our democracy is appreciated worldwide. It is the spirit of unity and of being one nation which is celebrated every year as Republic Day. This year's celebrations may be muted due to the pandemic, but the spirit is as strong as ever. On this occasion, let us also remember the great freedom fighters who showed incomparable courage in their pursuit of the dream of Swaraj and fired up the people to fight for it. 2 days ago, on 23rd January, all of us observed the 125th birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, who had adopted the energizing solution of Jai Hind. His quest for independence and his ambitions to make India proud inspire all of us. We are immensely fortunate that the Constituent Assembly, which prepared the document, included some of the best minds of their generation. They were the leading lights of our great freedom struggle. After long years, the soul of India was reawakening, and these exceptional men and women who were the harbingers of a new dawn. They discussed threadbare every article, every phrase, and every word on behalf of the people. The journey went on for close to 3 years. Eventually, it was Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar who, as a chairman of the drafting committee, prepared the final version that has become our founding document. While the text of the Constitution dealing with the details of workings of the state is quite long, the preamble sums up guiding principle, democracy, justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. They form the bedrock on which our republic stands. These are the values that form our collective inheritance. These values have been accorded primacy in our constitutions in the form of fundamental rights and fundamental duties of the citizens. Rights and duties are the two sides of the coin. The observance of the fundamental duties mentioned in the Constitution by the citizens creates the proper environment for enjoyment of fundamental rights. By fulfilling the fundamental duty of rendering national service when called upon to do so, crores of our people have transformed the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan and the COVID vaccination drive into mass movements. A great deal of credit for the success of such campaigns goes to our dutiful citizens. I am sure that our people will continue to strengthen the campaigns of national interest with their active participation and will demonstrate the same dedication. The Constitution of India was enacted and adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 26th November 1949, which we now celebrate as Constitution Day, but it was made effective 2 months later. This was done to mark that day in 1930 when India resolved to win complete freedom. From 1930 to 1947, every year, 26th January was celebrated as Purna Swaraj Day, and that was the day chosen to put us Constitution into force. Writing in 1930, Mahatma Gandhi had advised fellow citizens how Purna Swaraj Day was to be celebrated. He had said, and I quote, "Remember that Since we desire to attain our end by non-violent and truthful means only, we can do so only through self-purification. We therefore should devote the day to doing such constructive work as lies in our power to do. Unquote. Needless to say, Gandhiji's advice is timeless. He would have liked us to celebrate the Republic Day in the same manner. He wanted us to look inside, introspect, and strive to become better human beings, and then also look outside, join hands with others, and contribute towards making a better India and a better world. Dear fellow citizens, the world has been in so much need of help us now. It has been over 2 years now, and mankind is still battling with the coronavirus. Hundreds of thousands of lives have been lost, and the world economy has been reeling under the impact. The world has suffered from unprecedented misery, and surge after surge of new variants have been posing new crises. It has been an extraordinary challenge to the human mankind. The pandemic management was bound to be all the more difficult in India. We have high population density, and as a developing economy, we did not have the level of resources and infrastructure to battle this invisible enemy. But it is only in such difficult times that the resilience of a nation shines forth. I am proud to say that we have shown an unmatched resolve against the coronavirus. In the first year itself, we raised the healthcare infrastructure and also reached out to help others. By the second year, we had developed indigenous vaccines and launched the world's biggest vaccine drive in the history. The vaccination drive is progressing at a quick pace in our country. During this pandemic, we have reached out to several other countries with vaccine and medical help. This contribution by India has been appreciated by international organizations. There have been setbacks, unfortunately, as the virus makes comeback with new mutations. Countless families gone through a harrowing time. There are no words to express our collective trauma. The only saving grace is that many lives could be saved. As the pandemic is still widespread, we must retain alert and not let our guard down. The precaution we have taken till now have to be continued. Wearing masks and maintaining social distance have been essential part of COVID appropriate behavior. In the fight against COVID pandemic, it has now become a sacred national duty of every citizen to follow the precaution suggested by our scientists and experts. We have to discharge this duty till the crisis is behind us. The time of crisis has also made us appreciate how we all, the Indians, are connected as one family. The time of social distancing has brought us close to each other. We have realized how much we depend on each other. Doctors, nurses, and paramedics have risen to the challenge, working long hours in difficult conditions, even at the risk of their lives to attend the patients. Others have kept the nation moving, managing supply chains and utilities. The leadership, policymakers, administrators, and others at the central and state levels have made timely interventions. Due to such interventions, the economy is on the move again. It is a testimony to India's spirit in the face of adversity that the economy is projected to go at an impressive rate in this fiscal after going through contraction last year. This shows the success of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan launched in the previous year. The government has shown lent a focus on reforming every economic sector and providing a helping hand wherever necessary. The impressive economic performance is made possible due to improvement in the agriculture and manufacturing sectors. I am happy to note that our farmers, especially young farmers with small holdings, are enthusiastically adopting natural farming. Small and medium enterprises have played an important role in providing employment to people and imparting impetus to the economy. Our innovative young entrepreneurs have set new benchmark of success by making effective use of startup ecosystem. It is a testimony to the success of our country's massive and robust digital payment platform that millions of digital transactions are being done every month. To reap the demographic dividend, the government has created the right environment with the national education policy that makes a perfect blend of traditional values and modern skills. It is gratifying to note that India has found a place among the top 50 innovative economies. It is all the more satisfying to note that we have been able to promote merit while also stressing upon all-round inclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, in the past year, our sportsperson also brought cheers to as they mark their mark at the Olympics. The self-confidence of these young champions inspires millions today. In the recent months, I have witnessed a remarkable example of our people strengthening the country and the society through their commitment and action in diverse areas. However, I will mention only two such instances. The dedicated team of Indian Navy and Cochin Shipyard Limited have built an indigenous state-of-art carrier IAS Vikrant, which is to be inducted into our Navy. Due to such modern military capabilities, India is now counted among the world's leading naval powers. This is an impressive example of moving towards self-reliance in the field of defense. Apart from this, I found one special experience very touching. In a village called Sui in Bhiwani district of Haryana, some enlightened citizens who belong to that village have transformed the village under Swaprit Adas Gram Yojana, demonstrating sensitivity and diligence. This example of expressing affection and gratitude for one's village or native land is worth emulating. There remains lifelong love and reverence for their native land in the hearts of grateful people. This example strengthens my belief that a new India is emerging, a strong India and a sensitive India. Shashant Bharat, Samvedanshil Bharat. I am sure that taking inspiration from this example, other resourceful people will also contribute for the development of their villages and cities. In this context, I would like to share a personal experience with all of you. I had the privilege of visiting my birthplace, that is, my village, Parun or Kanpur Deha district, in the month of June last year. On reaching there, I naturally felt the urge to express respect for the sacred soil of my village and applied it on my forehead before I believe that I have been able to reach Rashtrapati Bhavan only due to the blessings of my village. Wherever in the world I may be, my village and my country remain in my heart. I request the people of India who are successful in life due to their hard work and talent to always remember their roots, their village, town or city. Also, all of you must serve your place of birth and your country in whatever you can. If all the successful people of India work sincerely for the development of their birthplaces, then the whole world will benefit from the outcome of such local development. Dear fellow citizens, today it is our soldiers and security personnel who carry the legacy of national pride. It is the unbearable cold of the Himalayas and in the excruciating heat of the desert, far away from their families, they continue to guard the motherland. It is thanks to the constant vigilance of the armed forces, securing our borders, and the police personnel maintaining internal security within the country, that their fellow citizens enjoy a peaceful life. When a brave soldier dies on duty, the entire country feels sad. Last month, in an unfortunate accident, We lost one of the bravest commanders of the country, General Bipin Rawat, his wife, and many brave soldiers. The entire country was deeply saddened by the tragic loss. Ladies and gentlemen, patriotism strengthens the sense of duty among citizens. Whether you are a doctor or a lawyer, a shopkeeper or office worker, a sanitation employee or laborer, doing one's duty well and efficiently is the first and foremost contribution you make to the nation. As the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, I am glad to note that it has been a watershed year for women empowerment in the armed forces. Our daughters have broken a glass ceiling, and permanent commission has now been allowed for women officers in new areas. Also, the talent pipeline for the forces, which will be strengthened with women coming through Sainik schools and prestigious National Defense Academy. Consequently, our armed forces will benefit from better gender balance. I am confident that India is better placed today to meet the challenges of the future. The 21st century is turning out to be the age of climate change, and India has taken a leadership position on the world stage in showing the way, especially with its bold and ambitious push for renewable energy. At the individual level, each of us can remember Gandhiji's advice and help improve the world around us. India has always considered the world as one family. I am sure that inspired by the spirit of universal brotherhood, our country and the entire global community will move towards a more equitable and prosperous future. Dear fellow citizens, this year India will cross a milestone when it completes 75 years of independence. We are celebrating this occasion as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. It is heartening to note that our people, especially youngsters, are participating enthusiastically in a variety of events and programs organized to commemorate the landmark year. It is a great opportunity, not only the next generation, but all of us to reconnect with our past. Our freedom struggle was an inspiring chapter in our splendid saga. In this 75th year of independence, let us rediscover the values that animated our glorious national movement. Many men and women laid down their lives for our freedom. Our freedom fighters have suffered unimaginable torture and made countless sacrifices for us to enjoy the festivals of Independence Day and Republic Day. Let us gratefully recall their immortal sacrifices on the occasion of Republic Day. Ladies and gentlemen, India is an ancient civilization but a young republic. For us, nation building is a constant endeavor. As in a family, so in a nation, our generations work hard to ensure a better future for the next generation. When we won independence, the exploitation of colonial rule had left us in utter poverty, but in 75 years, we have made an impressive progress. New opportunity await the next generation. Our youth have taken advantage of these opportunities and set new benchmark of success. I am sure that with this energy, confidence and entrepreneurship, our country will march ahead on the path of progress and will definitely secure its rightful place, befitting its potential in the global community. I once again wish you all a happy Republic Day. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for obligingly giving us the message. Here comes a scintillating dance performance. Namo Bharadambe, extolling the glory of Mother India.
नमो भारताम्बे रागिनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग है
रागिनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग है ये प्यार का संगीत है
ये शांति का गीत है ये एकता का राग है भारत अनोखा राग है
Wow, fantastic! The young dancers really held everyone captive. No words can ever describe the beauty of India. India's outstanding diversity of religions, languages, and culture is unique and unmatched. It's time to watch a small presentation on the thoughts of Bharat Ratna Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, the architect of the Constitution of India by the Social Science Department. Let's watch it and gain a deeper insight into our Constitution.
Our difficulty, as I said, is not about the ultimate future. Our difficulty is how to make the heterogeneous mess that we have today take a decision in common and march in a cooperative way on that road which is bound to lead us to unity.
Democracy is not merely a form of government. It is essentially an attitude of respect and reverence towards the fellow man. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar ultimately emphasizes that people must not be content with a mere political democracy, but rather strive for social democracy with underlying principles such as equality, liberty, and fraternity.
Political democracy cannot last unless it lies at the base of social democracy. What does social democracy mean? It means a way of life which recognizes liberty, equality, and fraternity as the principles of life. They form a union of trinity in a sense that to divorce one from the other is to destroy the very purpose of democracy. Without equality, liberty would produce the supremacy of the few over the many. Without fraternity, liberty would produce the supremacy of the few over the many. Without fraternity, liberty and equality could not become a natural course in the things. It would require a constable to enforce them.
Constitution is not a mere law's document. It is a vehicle of life, and its spirit is always the spirit of life.
I like the religion that teaches liberty, equality, and fraternity.
Cultivation of mind should be the ultimate aim of human existence.
If you believe in living a respectable life, you believe in self-help, which is the best help.
I measure the progress of a community by the degree of progress which women have achieved.
Men are mortals, so are ideals, and ideal is propagation as much as plants need water, otherwise both will wither and die.
A great man is different from an eminent one in that he is ready to be the servant of the society.
The Constitution declares India a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and kudos, dear participants, for helping us imbibe these features of our Constitution. Now, I would like to call upon our head boy, Ayush Bharadwaj, of Class 11A, to propose the vote of thanks.
Constitution is not a mere lawyer's document. It is a vehicle of life, and its spirit is always the spirit of age. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Chief guest of this morning, Honorable President of the School Management Committee, Mr. R. Ranjit Kumar, highly respected directors in charge of Indian School Seeb from the Board of Directors, Dr. C.M. Najib and Mr. Gajesh Kumar Dhariwal, distinguished members of the School Management Committee, parents, Principal Dr. Leena Francis, teaching and non-teaching staff members, and my dear friends and participants. This occasion marks the patriotic spirit within us and encourages us to be loyal and respectful towards our nation. The day not only celebrates the Constitution of India, but also awards the various deserving heroes of our nation with bravery awards. Apart from that, gems of our nation receive Padma Shri, Padma Vibhushan, and Padma Bhushan. On this auspicious occasion, I consider it my great privilege and honor to propose the vote of thanks. I express our deep gratitude to Mr. R. Ranjit Kumar, President, School Management Committee, for sparing his valuable time with us and for gracing this momentous day. Thank you, sir. I extend my gratefulness to highly respected directors in charge of Indian School Seeb from the Board of Directors, Dr. C.M. Najib and Mr. Gajesh Kumar Dhariwal, for their guidance and encouragement. Thank you, sirs. Our heartfelt thanks go to all other worthy members of School Management Committee for encouraging us by their esteemed presence. I wholeheartedly thank our principal, Dr. Leena Francis, for her continuous support and adept guidance in organizing this function and for boosting our confidence through constructive and creative activities. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to place on record my indebtedness to the ICT department for the technical support, the co-scholastic department for the spectacular cultural performances, and the social science department for the apt presentation on this occasion. The comparing team under the guidance of English department also needs appreciation for their efforts. I profusely thank all the teachers and all the participants for their devotion and dedication in putting up such a spectacular event. Thank you, one and all, for being with us today.
Let us salute our soldiers and national heroes, for they are the real stars who have made our country proud. Let us promise to follow their footsteps and be successful in everything we do. Wishing you all happy Republic Day, infused with patriotism and love for India. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.